Hey ladies and gentlemen, what's up? It's your boy Stu Builder back with a new video. I got a build video for y'all today. We're gonna be making the rugged Playmaker. I actually had this build once. I've deleted him since then. Um, he's a good build. He can't really shoot. And there's other slashers and stuff I wanted to play with, but this is a pretty solid build if you want a real defensive build. That can slash because he does get pro contact dunks. Position, you can make him at any of the three main positions, and I could see why you'd want to make this player at these three positions for different reasons. So you could go point guard and run point guard with this build. You have a low 70s ball handle with a mid 70s pack accuracy with 12 playmaking badges. So if you could play make with that and run the one, then go ahead. Because I did it all the time on the build. I didn't have any problems. So if you can run point with those stats, then point guard wouldn't be bad. And plus, you'll have a huge mismatch because you're 6'6", and you'll be going against play shots most of the time. So you'll have a huge mismatch. And you'll be able to guard them because, you're not slow. You're actually probably faster than most play shots. Or as fast. Shooting guard, you still get the mismatch. You won't be playing on ball unless you switch. You won't be the main ball handler, which is fine because you don't have to be on this build. And the best advantage of this position is that you get rim protector. Okay, so you're going to have a 75 block, so you'll be able to block decently. At point guard, you don't get rim protector. Point guards don't get rim protector this year in 22. So you get rim protector at shooting guard. Now, small forward, it would be a great small forward build. This is actually where I built it at small forward because I got to play the big, in which I could play as a big, but this build is so much better on the perimeter. So, and you only got to play on perimeter half the time playing small forward because sometimes they put you at the 3, sometimes they put you at the 4, just depending on what lineup you're running with. And this is a much better perimeter build than it is an inside build. So I'm gonna make it at the shooting guard for y'all, and this would be my recommendation where to make it. You get the rim protector, you get the mismatch 24/7, you get to play the perimeter, and you can help in the paint. So this is where I would play the build. Hand don't matter, jersey don't matter. All right, for the pie chart, we're gonna go pure red, a pure red pie chart. We're also going to go pure speed. Now you could go speed and vert or speed and strength. It'll be fine, but I want this speed on this 6'6" player. So we're gonna max your close shot, max your driving dunk, or sorry, max your driving layup, bring your driving dunk to an 81, max your standing, then put your post control on a 58. That'll give you 13 finishing badges. Playmaking wise, you're going to max your pass accuracy, max your ball handle, and bring your post control to a 49. Alright, now you're going to max your interior defense, put your perimeter defense on a 76, max your lateral, max your steal, max your block, max your defensive rebound, and put the rest on your free throw. Is that right? Yeah, I believe so. Okay. Moving forward. Okay, so you're gonna actually lose a lot of weight. So actually you're gonna stay about the same. So you can honestly go whatever you want. I'm gonna go to fine, but you could go pretty much whatever you want. We're gonna go 6'6", and the weight we're gonna go down to is 198. And then max your wingspan all the way out. Now let's talk about the build. So this is what we got. We have an 87 close shot, so that means you're going to be able to post score just fine, especially on guards. Like, it won't even be a problem. 77 driving layup, good enough to get the job done. An 84 driving dunk gives you pro contact dunk, so you will be able to get contact dunks. An 87 standing dunk, which is great, especially against guards. So and this build is going to be great in the transition. It'll be a super great transition build and a great pseudo guard build. Like, I don't know, this build is good. It can't shoot. That's the only thing this build can't do is shoot. Your playmaking will be fine. Like I said, you get your 12 playmaking badges, 75 pass accuracy with 71 ball handle. I can do it. If not, you could play off ball, which I'm sure most of you will on this build, and you'll be able to off ball just fine. Interior defense 62. You'll be able to stop a slasher, but you won't be able to stop a post scorer. Perimeter defense is 76. I mean, it's not the greatest, but you also get like 25 defensive badges, so like I'm not even worried about that. And you have 92 speed with an 80 vertical. Yeah, I'm not real worried about it. Lateral quickness 95. That is hellacious, especially against right lefters. A 95 steal. You're gonna be in the passing lanes. You're gonna be on those ball handlers. Like no big man's gonna back you down. You're gonna take it from him. You have a 75 block, so you get chase downs and blocks regularly on this build. Like 75, you definitely get regular blocks. A 86 defensive rebound, which is crazy for a guard. I mean, you are 6'6", but you're still a guard with an 86 defensive rebound. Like, I mean, I see triple doubles in this on this build. Like triple doubles shouldn't be that hard. I mean, if you're really trying for rebounds, I mean, 10 points, I don't think you'll have a problem getting 10 points, especially with you having a mismatch all game. And then the passing on this game is good enough to where you could dot people up. And your defense is hellacious. You could get those rebounds. You could get those blocks. You definitely get those steals. Like, I feel like a triple-double would not be that hard to get on this build. Like, I feel like you could regularly get one on this build. Moving forward, we do have a nice takeover option between these two. You are pure red. The name of the build is a rugged playmaker. You could go slashing and get that extra boost, because if you put this on and while your takeover is active, you'll get elite contacts. Now only when your take is active you'll get elite contacts, but you'll get them. But lock take, bro, it's different in this game. It's really different. I don't know. This is a down the middle decision for me. I feel like either one would be a great option. But with the name being a rugged playmaker, I'm going to go lock take. That way they already know. They know I'm a lockdown. They already know not to pass my man the ball. All right. Yeah, I got Jason Richardson, Kay Cunningham. Like, that's pretty solid. That is pretty solid. All right. Now, let's look at a few things. Let's look at a few things. All right. I'm going to get him up. Now, our badge count is pretty solid. This is 50 badges right here. 50. And 50 is good. If you can get 50 or above, it's a good badge to build. Yeah, this is one of those badges you could take to the high rec, or you could leave at 92 and under. I mean, you could go either way. It's like right on the line of you could do either one. Because, I mean, your finishing's already good enough to stay low rec. Your defense is definitely good enough to stay low rec. But your playmaking would really be, like, great in high rec. And your block would go up to a 79. I mean, there is reasons you would take this build high rec, but I would probably say it's a 92 and under build, just because it doesn't need anything to be great. It's already where it's at is great. Finishing. Okay, so you got to remember, yes, you are a slasher, but you can also post score on this build because you're going to be going against guards. So, limitless and fast twitch, got to have those boys. Rise up, got to have that, got to. Now, these last four, you could do a couple with. Alright, if you plan on slashing more, then I would probably go this route. Okay, now if you plan on post scoring more, I would go this route. Or maybe even, yeah, probably this route, or maybe Giant Slayer. But if you want to kind of be in between both and be able to do everything pretty well, I would do this. Or this. Just depends on if you plan on slashing more or if you plan on post scoring more. Or if you really want to be dominant, you can do that right there. Or even better yet, that. So I think this is what I'm going to run right here. That way I'm kind of in between. Which your drop step isn't going to be great on this build. That's why I put the badge on it. Because I think your post control is like a 51 or something. So, I mean, on guards you should be able to do it. But it'll be real good if you can get it to at least silver. But if you just straight up back them down, there ain't nothing to do. Like, no guard is running post move lock. No guard is running brick wall. I'm sorry. They're just not. Unless they're a pseudo guard. And if they're a pseudo guard, you're probably faster than them. You have a 92 speed. Alright, and then your one shooting badge, slippery off ball. For your playmaking badges. So this all depends. If you're going to play off ball or you're going to press the ball. You're going to run the ball. Run the ball down the court. I'm going to say most of y'all probably aren't on this build. I would because, I love running the ball down. But most of y'all probably aren't. So I would probably go quick first step, downhill, glue hands. I might go glue hands all the way up. Unpluckable. That's probably what I'd do right there. If I was an off-ball guard, this is definitely what I would do. Now, if I wasn't an off-ball guard, I would probably do this. Let's go there. Let's go. That's probably what I'd do if I was bringing the ball down. Just because, you know, bullet passer is great. It's probably the best passing badge, in my opinion. Handles for days, just so you don't lose much energy, because you are a fast player, and fast players lose energy really quick, especially as big as you are. So I would definitely run this bronze if you're bringing the ball down. But most of y'all, like I said, all right, y'all are going to be all ball guards. And that's what I would run. Most people are sleeping on glue hands. I was actually sleeping on glue hands when it first came out. I wasn't a big fan of it. I thought it was a waste of a badge. But, bro, it does more than you think it does. Yeah, does it help you catch the ball? Yes, but that's not all it does. It helps you put the ball on, as soon as you catch the ball. As soon as you put the ball on the floor, it makes that animation quicker. If you catch the ball and shoot, it makes that animation quicker. Like anything, as soon as you catch the ball right after, it makes that animation quicker. So this is a really good badge, and it goes really well with quick first step. So if you could put the ball on the floor really quick and step really quick, it's going to be really hard to guard you, especially slashing at the paint. So, you know. Oh, and another badge that I wouldn't sleep on is hyperdrive. Like, you could honestly go hyperdrive on this build. If you're, like, not really worried about transition, I'd take downhill off. If you want to be pretty much just a half-court player, I'd go with that. Because if you do a step back and go, bro, because, you know, slashers love to do that, that's going to be deadly on this build. You have a 93 speed with quick first step and hyperdrive. Like, bro, that's going to be hard to stop. But if you plan on playing in the transition more, then I'd go downhill. You do have a 92 speed though, so like I wouldn't sweat on downhill. Honestly, I think I would run it this way just because of how fast you are. Or I'd do this. Yeah, this is probably what I'd do because I would do a little bit of both. But this is more if you're going to be, you know, ISOing a lot. It depends if you're an ISO player. You know, that's just how it is. Now let's go to the true stuff. What everybody was waiting for. Defensive badges. All right. So remember, you're not a big man, but you do have a little bit of big man stretch. Like you have the big man stats of a stretch. So, with that being said, I would do this. Oh, do I want to go Hall of Fame? I forget I get Hall of Fame badge. Do I want to go Hall of Fame though? I'm gonna leave them. I might change them. I'm gonna leave them for now. I'm gonna go Clamps Hall of Fame. Ankle braces on. Let's go silver. Chase down artists. Interceptor Hall of Fame, Intimidator Hall of Fame. Anything I want to change? Okay, so this all depends. If you're playing against an off-ball guard, I would run this. Actually, I wouldn't. I would run... I'd run this. If you plan on guarding off-ball guards, I would run this right here. Now, if you feel like you're going to be running against their best player, their ISO guard, you know, all that good stuff, I would definitely change to this right here and put that Hall of Fame pick dodger on. That way you're just running past screens like they're not even there. And then tireless defender to, you know, give you a little bit of a boost. I'd still keep interceptor on just because it's such a great badge. Clamp, such a great badge. Rebound chaser and rim protector. I mean, you could bring them down to gold or silver or not run them at all if you just want to be a guard that gets out in transition. But if you're trying to get triple doubles with this build, I would keep them on, for sure. Pogo stick wouldn't be a bad one either. I mean, it just depends how you want to play, what badges you should run. Because there's really no wrong way to run badges unless you just really just screwing the pooch on it. But yeah, that's probably what I'd do. I would probably run that. That'd be my base setup. Unless I knew I was going to do something that I usually don't do. This would be my base setup. So, yeah, I mean... This is it. Like, you know, this is the build here. I mean, it's a crazy build. It is. Now it can't shoot. That's the only thing I gotta say. It really cannot shoot like that. In which, if you're fine with that and you're fine with just being a pure slasher, then this build is a great build. I mean, I I give it a good score. If I had to score it, I'd probably say it's a 7 or 8 out of 10, like probably 7.5. It's a pretty good build, and it's a rare build. That probably what gives it that makes it a 7.5 instead of 7 is because it's a rare build. Like, how many rugged playmakers do you see out in the rec? Like, how many you see out in the park? Not many. Like, you might see one every 2 seasons, maybe, if you've even ever seen this build before. So, I mean, it's a good build. I played on it for a long time. I got into shooting more as the season went on, but when I was just like had that slashing mentality and I wanted to get to the rim, this is the build I brought out because I'm 6'6", fast, big, and can dunk, get pro contacts. Like, this is a crazy build, crazy. All right, I'll catch y'all next time. Have a good day.